Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here and I welcome you all to a very amazing video. Now, why amazing? Because this Navratri, day 1 of Navratri, our channel hit 4 million subscribers. A journey that I had started with the basics of stock market lecture number 1 in February 2019. To be really honest, without any planning, without any thought process in my mind, I had never ever imagined in my wildest dream that I would be reaching 4 million subscribers in barely 3.5 years. So to celebrate this occasion, I thought why not release another session of basics of stock market, but this time not the old recording. Today, I'm going to give you an exclusive sneak peek into basics of stock market 2.0. So keep on watching the video till the end because there are certain amazing surprises towards the end of the video. So shall we start? Yes, we are on to almost the second last session. Technically speaking, the last session, but lecture number 7 is what you can see in the notes. Lecture number 8 is just last 2-3 blank pages you will see for lecture number 8, Introduction to FATA. That's just an introduction thing that I wanted to give. But this is something, history of Indian markets is something which was absolutely not there in basics of stock market 1.0, a complete addition in 2.0. And as I mentioned, even I as a person have emerged up in the last 3 years. Even I came to know some things, how analysis is to be done, fundamentally, technically, both, right? So what I tried to do, me and my team, we tried to put various case studies that how markets behaved in what condition and how the markets either bounced back or dipped forever. That is what we are going to understand in this one, okay? So if you see, Indian markets have a pretty long history starting from the Harshad Mehta scam. The scam which made history, not at that time so much, but I think in the lockdown it did make a history. It was the reason behind maximum number of demat accounts being opened. Because so many people got fascinated that this is what I want to become. That feeling, or maybe poor Harshad Mehta, that feeling also many people got. Anyways, but he was the one who actually brought a lot of glory, center of attraction for the stock market. In the web series also it is shown that not only blue-collared people or white-collared people, irrespective of whatever is your type, you are a very senior person, middle management person, lower management, Panwala also was telling buy this stock, sell this stock. That was the level of penetration that he actually introduced in the stock markets. But as everyone has seen in that web series, that there were certain wrong means which he resorted to, because of which this is again one example of pump and dump. Now you will understand. Few shares that he had discussed, pumping those shares continuously. What if I am able to take those shares higher and higher and higher? And at one point in time, when he had to repay that money, what was the only solution left? Dump. Correct? So here, what did we see? So what we are going to do, we are going to try and analyze the various events. So if you want, what you can do is maybe, this is just a thought process, right? Okay, what you can do is maybe a tabular form if you want to draw. So what was the event? What was the low? Or what was the what was the year? This is top of my mind, I'm telling you. What was the year? What was the event? What was the low? What was the high? Maybe we can try and do that. Year, event, low, high. 4 columns. Year, event, low, high. Okay? Chalo. If you see here, which year are we talking about? So it could be a range of years also, okay, not a specific year. Harshad Mehta started trading actively in 1986. Here I was born, there Harshad Mehta was born, 1986. And since then, he started coming into limelight slowly, steadily. Hopefully I don't end like what he did. Okay, so in 1992, everyone knows that Sucheta Dalal uncovered his scam. And that was the time when one of the greatest stock market fall was witnessed by so many people. Correct? Now, if you see here, by April 1993, market fell by 53% from its peak of 4,546 to 1980. Okay, wait. So if you see, here is the chart. Maybe the chart is not very clearly visible on the screen, but in your notes, it will be very clearly visible. Okay. Now, which is this year? This is 1992. And when had he started? Somewhere around 1986. Correct? He started trading actively. So here if you see, even if I take this, market was, which is this line, around 500, 600 when he started actively trading. See the horizontal line. Okay? And when did the market reach its peak? From here and then zoop. This was the year 1992. Can I say this is pump? What is this? Dump. Slump. Okay, this was when the fraud was uncovered. Okay. What is more important, I feel, in this? What is more important? Okay, the market's corrected, no doubt, but corrected and recovered. Corrected from what to what? From 92, so this is the peak point 92 to lowest point somewhere around 93, 94 in between. And reached similar level somewhere around 95, you can say. Correct? Now you only tell me, when Harshad Mehta scam was unveiled, was uncovered, can I say people who might have invested at that time, they might be like, oh my God, this is one of the kind thing that has happened. This has happened never before. And now it's all over. Now you have to mark my words, okay? What was the logic of people? Gone. This is the first time something like this has happened. We don't have any past precedents for that to check how the market has have covered. So this will be the worst fall. Very slowly it might recover. And it has recovered in 1 to 2 years. Okay? Simple till here? Can we go on? So we are going to try and analyze the event. So tell me what thing have we written? Years. So, the main rise, he started actively in 86, agreed. But when can you see the main increase? Somewhere 1990, I can say this was the first push. Then a little bit this and then zoom. So mainly I can say this 91 onwards I can say. First like this and then like this. So 91 to 92 was the rise. Correct? 91, 92 was the main rise. And when was the fall? 93. When was the rise again? 94. So this is a time frame from 91 to 93. First write this down. 91 to 93. Event. Harshad Mehta scam. 91 to 93. Harshad Mehta scam. And what was the low point? Low point was somewhere around, if I consider 91, okay? In my notes, if 86 I am considering, then it will be somewhere around 600. Correct or no? Yes, if I am considering 91, somewhere around 1000. Correct? Topmost point? Tell me topmost point. This one around 4500. 4617, it is there also on the screen. 4600 you can take. Topmost point. And what was the lowest point that was hit because of this scam? Somewhere around 2000. So drop from 4600 to 2000. So actually we have taken 3 price points technically. If you have written the first one that we had written, it had started somewhere around 1000. If you have not written this, it's okay. It's absolutely okay. Because what was the high point? Tell me, we are interested in highs and lows, right? High in that run was 4600. Low point in that is 2000. Correct? And maybe towards the end, what you can write down, just if you have a little bit more space, last one can be remarks. What is the remark? Tell me. Did market recover? Yes. In how many years? Barely 2 years. From this low to this high. And see, high to high match. From 93 to 95. the high was regained. The high was regained within 2 years. That is our observation. So he is saying it did not come down to this level. Okay, not some shares might be pumping and dumping, but some fundamentally strong shares did not go down that much. So what is he saying? It came down, but not, the run-up was from 1000 to 4500, but the downfall was from 4500 to only 2000. So half the fall as compared to the rise. Let's not confuse these 2 points. Why I'm telling you, I'm going to take that as a separate point. We are going to consider that LPG 1991, liberalization, privatization, globalization. Because if we mix up 2-3 things, it will have again multiple problems in our mind. This is simple and clear. Yes, can we move on? Then came in the dot-com bubble. And for those who have seen this dot-com bubble, what had happened, anyone has an idea? We are not going to go into absolute details of what happened and what not. IT companies, that was the first time Web 2.0 came up, was starting up. So there were so many companies, pets.com, first time Amazon.com came into limelight at that time. In simple words, it was like any and every company coming up with a .com company. .com, now we know .com is an internet-based company in short. And people were raising funds like anything. It could be classroom.com, hotel.com, this.com, anything.com. And people were like $100 million valuation, $1,000 value, whatever, $1,000 crore valuation, whatever. Huge valuations people are coming up with. And many investors are actually pumping in money in that. Maybe internet companies will boom and all that. Was that a tech startup boom, I can say at that time? But were all companies going to prosper? Did all companies fail? No. Amazon.com was a .com company. Did it crash? Yes. But what a way it has recovered. Okay. But problem was that there were so many companies which came into this .com thing. Anything which goes beyond its capacity, is it going to burst at some point in time? And that is what exactly happened with .com bubble also. Lot of investment happened between 96, this should be 96, this is somewhere around 96, 97, by the way. Whatever you can write, 96 also you can write if you want. It's the time frame, rough time frame, 95, 96, 97, whatever. So between 96 and its peak in 2000, Nasdaq composite, I'm going to ask a question to you. Between 96 to 2000, Nasdaq composite, means Nasdaq, index rose by 400%. 96 to 2000, Nasdaq composite rose by 4. Why only Nasdaq? Why not Dow? 400. We just learned right now, right? Nasdaq will be mainly of IT companies. Dow will be like infra, FMCG and all that, all other type of companies. Okay, so Nasdaq rose almost 400 points only to fall 78% from its peak, whatever. That is Udarka, US scenario. Let's understand Indian scenario, what happened. From late 95 to March 2000, Sensex jumped from 2800. What was our low in Harshad Mehta? 2000 roughly. Okay. So from 2000 to 2800, steadily it might have gone up. From 2800, it jumped to what? 6150. That's a 119% jump. Correct? But wait, by September 2001, when the bubble burst, the markets corrected to the levels of again 2600. Jaise the. Let us see this on the chart. We don't have 95, whatever, 96. What is the low point that we have written? Somewhere around 2500, correct? Just check out on the screen now, even if you are not able to read the levels. This is 2500 that I have marked. 2500, okay. This is the level of 2500, this horizontal line.
Somewhere around this level we are. See, not exactly, but somewhere around this level. This is 97. Are you with me? 97, it started its journey. Tested somewhere around this level in 99 again. Correct? And from there, zoop, one-sided journey. Till what? Highest point? This one, almost 6,119, almost 6,000 plus. From what? From almost 2,500 plus. Correct? Faster the rise, faster was the fall. And in 2000, it started crashing to 2001 roughly. We saw the low point again, almost similar. So the observation which he had made doesn't hold true here. What happened in dot-com bubble? What happened in Harshad Mehta scam? Rose by whatever, X, fell by 0.5x. Here, rose by X, fell by X. Same fall. And see the speed of growth and the speed of fall. Fast and furious. Correct? So that was the dot-com bubble burst. Now again understand. Again mark my words. Like in Harshad Mehta scam, what did people feel? First time in history this has happened. God knows what will happen. This is something which no one has seen. Maybe gone. Markets will take years to recover. It recovered in 2 years. Did dot-com concept come for the first time in 2000s? Yes. Dot-com bubble burst happened for the first time. What was the people's perception? First time this has happened in history. Unfortunately, we are the ones who are getting trapped. We are not sure if this might again take the markets higher or not. This time it will take years to recover. Thought process of the people again. Okay. What was the low? 2,500. So let's write down these points. Tell me which time frame did we cover? 97 to 2002 roughly. Correct, na? 97 to 2002 roughly we are covering. Low point around 20, approx, you can write down approximate values, okay? 2,500, 2,600, whatever. Approx 2,500. Tell me topmost point, approx 6,100 something, 6,200. 100 points here and there, it's fine. What is the remark? No, wait. Here, what is the important one? First observation is what? It crashed to the same level. First observation. Crashed to the same level of 2,500. In which year did it crash till 2,500 again? Somewhere around 2002? Correct, na? Little bit here and there, that is fine. Somewhere around 2002. Again saw the lowest point. What did the people feel? First time, dot-com bubble. हम ही नसीब के मारे हैं. It will take years to recover. When did it recover? 2 years. You can see 2000, it's cut in the notes, but 2004 again reached 6,100. So there also you can write down a note, recovered in 2 years, 6,119. Are you understanding how to analyze situations? Can we move on? The global financial crisis, 2007.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the Harshad Mehta scam analysis as well as the dot-com bubble burst analysis. Also, I hope you understood that how markets recovered within barely 2 years. But are there any significant events which were not analyzed in that small chunk of the lecture? And answer is obviously yes. 2007-8, everyone knows what happened in 2008, Lehman Brothers crisis, right? Plus, the recent crisis, COVID crisis 2020 is yet to be analyzed. So, if you want to learn about these in detail and if you want to know how markets reacted, how markets recovered in these crises, for that, and one more thing. if I were to talk about all these circumstances, these were what? These were like one-time events, right? But there are certain events which are recurring in nature and which definitely impact the stock markets. One simple example of that can be elections, and I'm sure everyone is very much aware that 2024 is around the corner, and that is also going to be an important event which can impact the stock market. So if you want to understand and if you want to learn how to analyze all these events in a very simplified manner, and that too free of cost, I have uploaded this chunk of, again, Basics of Stock Market 2.0 on my website www.rachanaranade.com. You can register for this free short course, and once you do that, you will be able to watch this entire point that I just described. So please don't forget to check out my website rachanaranade.com. Just in case if you are a student who has already enrolled for Basics of Stock Market 1.0, and if you want to upgrade to Basics of Stock Market 2.0, in that case, don't forget to drop an email at support@rachanaranade.com, and me and my team will definitely help you out to upgrade your courses at a discounted price. I hope you enjoyed today's session, and I hope you will take full benefit of the free lecture available on our website. Till then, take care, Jai Hind, and bye-bye.